What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And your boy just hit on the Nike Kobe 6 All-Stars from Foot Locker. Big shout out to Queen Center Mall for the raffle W. And guys, because of this, make sure that you smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and your family and all that, because your boy is out here hustling. Literally, we just hit the breads, we literally just hit the galaxies, and now we got the Kobe's. So make sure that you smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch y'all when we get back to the crib, right? All right, y'all, so we back in the crib now. What we got right here is none other than the Kobe 6 Protro and the All-Star 2.0 colorway. And guys, definitely based off of first impressions, this is 100% a cop for me. The colorway is absolutely phenomenal, and I love the upgraded details that they put onto the sneaker, with the mamba scales being these stars, as well as this nubuck detail, but I'll get into all of that later into the details of the video. So now let's just get right into the box details. So pretty much what we got right here is the same standard Nike Kobe Protro box, which is this all black mamba box right here with these scale details, which definitely adds a very awesome vibe to it. And then at the center of the box, we do have the sword and shield Kobe logo right here. And then right below that, we do have Kobe Bryant's signature. And then when you look all over the box, you can see that it's pretty much simple, other than when you get onto this side right here, which is none other than a sticker tag. And it does read off as Nike Kobe 6 Protro, and the colorway shown is sail, black, light bone, and white. And definitely after getting them in hand and seeing the colorway of the shoe, that 100% is the color blocking. And then when it comes to the sizing of the sneaker, I went with a size 8.5. My natural true to size is a size 8. However, with all Kobe models, I tend to go a half size up, just due to the fact that it does have that sock-like feel to it. So if I were to go true to size, they would be way too tight for me. However, if you're using this as a performance basketball sneaker, you can kind of get away with true to size if you are narrow-footed. However, just to be safe, if you are semi-wide to wide-footed, I 100% recommend to go a half size up. And I've even heard people tell me that they go a full size up. For me, a full size up will be a little bit too much for me, because then at the front of the shoe, you're going to feel a little bit of space in the toe box area, and especially if you use the sneaker for basketball, that's going to be uncomfortable. So my personal recommendation is to go a half size up. So with that being said, let's just get right into the history of the sneaker. And pretty much when focusing onto the history of this sneaker, it's very simple. So obviously, by the title of it being the All-Star 2.0, this is the 2025 edition of the Kobe Protro 6. So back in the 2011 All-Star weekend, it was actually at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, which is now known as the Crypto.com Arena. But that is where Kobe actually won, I believe, his last MVP for the All-Star weekend. And that's where Kobe wore his All-Star Kobe 6s. And I have to say that that colorway was definitely phenomenal as well. And it definitely had more of the West All-Star weekend colorways on it. So it was all red, it had some black on it, it had some white. And then it had this kind of translucent gray 4-foot outsole detail as well. So it definitely was significantly different from what we got right here, which is a more simplified version of the sneaker. But I have to say that the added details on the sneaker looks absolutely phenomenal. But again, we'll focus onto these details a little bit later into the video, but I do think that it was very dope that Kobe was able to get his MVP back in Los Angeles for that 2011 All-Star game. He dropped 37 points with a 53.8% accuracy from the field. Let's just round that out to 54%, and about 14 rebounds in less than 30 minutes of actual playing time, which definitely shows how efficient he was in that game. Obviously, it's the All-Star game and everybody's having fun and all that type of stuff. But of course, as you all already know, the Black Mamba is always there to score as many points as possible and just beat everybody on the court. And with that being said, he actually led the West to winning that game, 148 to 143 on the Eastern side. So I think that was a really great tribute to Kobe. Obviously, he put the work in to get that MVP, but it was absolutely phenomenal. And again, this is the 2.0 version. I'm actually curious to know who's going to be wearing this pair for this weekend's All-Star game. I'm definitely excited to find out who that will be. So anyways, guys, that's going to conclude the history as well as the inspiration behind this beautiful sneaker right here. So now let's just focus onto the details of it. So in looking at the toe box area of the sneaker, as we all know with all of the Kobe 6s, we do have this mamba print that is surrounded on the whole entire upper of the shoe. However, when looking at the All-Star 2.0 version of the sneaker, they actually went from having these mamba scales all over the sneaker to having it on the medial side. And then when you go to the center, it starts slowly changing. And then finally, when going on to the lateral side of the sneaker, you can see all of these stars and different significant details. Of course, this is a tribute to the All-Star Weekend itself, but this is actually the first time that Nike and the Kobe brand decided to change this significant detail that has always been on the Kobe 6 Protro, and I have to say it does look absolutely phenomenal. So now when moving more upwards towards the shoe, you can see that there is these all white laces right here. However, we are actually getting 2 extra pair of laces. So we do have these all black laces right here, as well as this bone sail colorway, which I think will definitely complement the shoe. But again, you can't go wrong with these all white laces right here. Then moving on to the mesh tongue of the sneaker, instead of having the standard honeycomb details that you would normally see on the Kobe 6 Protros, there is this kind of cover over it that does replicate the Mamba scales. So you see there is some sail and light bone scales all over the tongue of the shoe, which I think is a very nice touch. But if you were to actually press down on the sleeve of the tongue, you can still feel those honeycomb details, which is great for that breathability as well as lockdown feature of the Kobe itself. Then when moving towards the top of the tongue right here, you can see that we do have more of those scales. However, at the center, we do have an all black sword and shield Kobe logo right there, which I think is a very nice touch. Then focusing onto the lateral side of the sneaker right here, as I mentioned earlier, there are a bunch of star details, which I think is a very nice touch. Then when moving towards the back of the shoe, now this was the material that surprised me the most. So we actually have this kind of suede or nubuck material on the ankle and heel areas of the sneaker, which I think definitely adds a premium vibe to the sneaker itself. Then moving towards the full back heel area of the shoe, now you can see this translucent TPU cage right here with Kobe signature, which is standard to all of the Kobe 6 Protros. And then when moving on to the medial side of the sneaker, you can see that we do have the standard Kobe Mamba scales on this medial side. So again, I love how on the medial side, it starts off with the Mamba scales, but then when we slowly transition onto the opposite side of the sneaker, it starts changing into the stars, which again is a phenomenal touch. Then when focusing onto the midsole of the sneaker, you can see that we do have it in 3 colorways right here. So at the bottom, you can see this kind of light bone detail. Then at the top, you see the sail. Then when going towards where the zoom detail is, you can see that it is in that white colorway right there. And speaking of the zoom detail, we do have some Nike Zoom Turbo in the forefoot of the sneaker, but most of the cushioning is made out of that cush long material, which definitely feels great on foot. And then something else to mention on this midsole area of the sneaker is this Kobe code right here, which I already did the breakdown for y'all. So what it does say right here is Black Mamba, and I have the Kobe code listed on the front of the screen right now, just so you could translate it for yourself, or if you have some other Kobes that you would like to find out what the Kobe code on it means, that'll break down the alphabetical codes and you'll be able to see whatever message is on your pair of Kobes. So each Kobe that I've gotten so far that does have Kobe codes on it have all had different phrases or statements on it. But again, just as a reminder, the one on this one does read out as Black Mamba, which I think is a very beautiful touch, especially with the significance of this sneaker right here. Then when moving towards the outsole of the shoe, you can see that we do have this beautiful carbon fiber shank plate right here. Then when looking on the traction pattern of the outsole, it is in that Kobe 6 traction pattern, which does have a lot of grip when you wear it on the court and just feels great to the touch as well. And I just love the design of this outsole and how it feels to the touch. And then one more final thing on this outsole is the Kobe sword and shield logo right there at the bottom in this black colorway. And then one more final thing I want to show y'all before we conclude this review is the insole of these Kobe 6 Protros right here. So we do have this extremely firm all black Kobe insole right here. And then at the bottom, we do have this white Kobe sword and shield logo. And pretty much with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude all the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for a look, all right? Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on full look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about the Nike Kobe 6 Protro All-Star 2.0. Is it a cop? Is it a drop? I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. For me, though, I do have to say that I do prefer these 2.0s as opposed to the 1.0s because I just love the simplicity of it as well as the change features from these regular Mamba scales into some crosses, into some stars for the All-Star weekend. I think that that was such a clever touch and just looks great when replicated onto the shoe. But you let me know what you think about it again one more time in the comment section down below. So other than that, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you already subscribed to the channel, guys, definitely be sure to share with your friends and your family. As you've seen, for the past week, I've got all of the hardest releases to get just for you guys to review on this channel. So again, make sure that you subscribed. And if you already are, be sure to share with your friends and your family. Smash that like button, comment down below. Just keep doing what y'all got to do to help your boy's algorithm grow in order for me to hit those milestones and just help the channel grow overall. So other than that, y'all, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.